Welcome back. After reading Sirius's journal, it seems that he truly has no remorse. Everything he has done here has been geared only towards escape. From his early efforts at reaching the ground, he moved on to trying to get his parents to release him by playing repentant sinner, as he called it. He even created the sculpture based on the painting, right in front of the crystal viewer's viewpoint, specifically to manipulate Catherine's feelings. When this didn't seem to be working, he concocted a scheme to use vibration to break through the linking chamber. Although using vibration as a destructive force is not a new idea and certainly not impossible, I can't say I've ever heard of it being used on a molecular level, as Sirius seems to be doing. I guess we'll chalk it up to the Dunny's expertise with rock and the unique properties of the crystals in this age. It also seems that Sirius resents that Atris is teaching Yisha the art, and has come up with a scheme to get the knowledge from her. Well, that certainly makes him the prime suspect in Yisha's kidnapping. To be honest, Sirius comes across as being rather unhinged. Not entirely mentally stable anymore. Well, after spending almost 20 years in this place, I can't say I blame him. Okay, let's see what we can do with this stuff. We've already seen in the memories that this is part of the equipment to make these crystal bombs. They're not really bombs because they cause molecular disruption and not an explosion. But I don't know what else to call them. But how did he use them? Well, we already know that these things have something to do with the keyboard and the frequencies we found. And we've seen this switch, which was set to nothing, and now it's we've changed it to a depiction of one of the crystals. And also we've seen two of the frequencies, the rock one and the narrow one, on these two receptacles over there. So let's head over to the throne and try out some of those frequencies now that we've changed the switch. Let's do the rock one first. So that would be 10, 5, 5. There it goes. You'll notice we didn't hear any sound, so apparently the crystals are keeping their charge now instead of releasing it, which causes the sound. Apparently so that Sirius would then be able to release it later and destroy something using the crystals. But when the crystal reached the receptacle, we saw that it detonated. Apparently it didn't stay grounded. It seems that there's no rock around here because nothing actually blew up. And from Sirius's journal we could tell that that's actually the reason why he built this construction here at the bottom of the palace, even though that's such a dangerous location. Because his old lab near his sleeping space was apparently mainly made from rock and was nearly destroyed in an accident with one of these crystals. And he'd rather just put this thing up here in such a dangerous location than risk collapsing the cavern on top of him. Okay, let's try the Nera frequency. This is a very bright light. Hmm. Unlike the rock one, this one didn't detonate. Let's take a look. At why that might be. It has to do with these baskets. It seems that the Nera crystal landed in the basket and therefore is still isolated and didn't explode, while the rock crystal fell on the floor and exploded. Which means that if we move the basket, then create another Nera crystal, we should be able to get rid of this piece of the linking cage, which is made of Nera. So we can use this elevator, assuming it's still working, after having such a large piece of heavy rock fall on top of it. Okay, let's try to make another Nera crystal. See if we can destroy the remains of the linking chamber. It worked. Very good. The music changed after we did that. Must have been significant. Well, I guess that this elevator is the one that leads up all the way to the top that we saw near the beginning. I suppose that Cirrus built it so that he had a direct route from here up to the linking chamber, so that he didn't have to carry his crystals all the way through the age to get there. Well, let's use the elevator. Oh. Like there's a section where the elevator is carried not by tracks but by electromagnets. Okay, we're back at the top. Exactly why Cirrus felt it necessary to use these high voltage electromagnets in this elevator, I don't know. Seems to fit with his general habit of doing things the most complicated way possible. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. There is something that looks like a medallion or something hanging on the elevator. It reveals a color combination. sure that will be important. So let's take a picture. But what else do we do? You can actually look at this, and it seems as if you get a memory, but that's just a repeat of the elevator cutscene we just got. Well, it seems that there's nowhere else we can go in Spire, and although we've pretty much identified that Cirrus is behind this kidnapping, we haven't actually found Yisha, or found out where Cirrus took her, which means that we'll have to continue our investigations, but we'll do that in the next video.